Players can readily recall their better performances, the high marks, the goal-saving tackle, the snap from the pocket. But are they just as willing to remind us of their more embarrassing moments?
Probably any time that you have a big loss is pretty embarrassing.
We lost by 100 points a few years back, and just walking off the field, it was quite embarrassing.
I had a corky in my thigh, and it was quarter time. I ran off and had to put these little short things underneath my shorts. Put my shorts back on, ran on to the huddle, and my shorts were backwards when we were about to start, so I had to quickly take them off on field, switch them over and pull them back up.
I don't have too many. I'm a pretty boring player.
I kicked the ball in the wrong direction. I think it was against Fremantle in Perth. That wasn't terrific.
I went to kick the footy and I kicked the ground.
Any one of my number of missed goals from very close.
Probably kicking a goal going the wrong way.
Probably drop kicking a ball from 10 metres out and missing.
Trying to soccer a goal and kicking it into the point post.
I haven't had anything that's happened too bad yet, but probably not far away.
Bravery is just as important as brilliance when forging the culture of our club. One gutsy performance certainly sticks in the memory, and thanks to our long-time major sponsor Toyota, we'll take another look. In 2008, Jason Porplyce's season seemed over in round 15 when he popped his shoulder against Collingwood. 2 weeks later, though, he was back in the forward line against Sydney. The injury soon forced him to the bench for treatment. What happened next was inspirational.
Kennelly in position A for this, forced to spoil. Porplyce, good contest.
I popped my shoulder out in a game a couple of weeks prior against Collingwood, and that happened in the first 10 minutes of the game, and I ended up missing the whole game. And off the back of that, I thought that I would have surgery and that would be the end of my year. But had the chat with the surgeon, and he said, well, the shoulder's already buggered. You can't do really anything more that we can't fix in surgery at the end of the year, so you might as well just tough it out and see how you go. I didn't think I would have any issues with it, but I said to Craigie, if I did, that I wouldn't let him down and that I would stay out there, sort of thinking that it wouldn't be an issue, but unfortunately in that second quarter it popped out and I sort of had to stay true to my word and stay out there.
The 1-2 with Vincent Moran. Good build up for Adelaide. Here's the man you spoke of. Porplyce back on and a chance to kick the goal. Just off the bench, back on, shoulder okay, nails the goal. And Porplyce is a good target to be hitting.
And he's hurt his shoulder again. Very difficult when you've got a crook shoulder to get it knocked, or when you come down a bit awkwardly, but obviously fair amount of pain there, but he's just going to have to tough it out for the rest of the season.
It wasn't like it went from 0 pain to, you know, being a 10 on the pain threshold. It sort of just was a gradual thing where I was sort of able to adapt week to week.
Off to Porplyce, and he runs in. Put him down for 5.
This was sort of a win that got us back on track, and we ended up sort of propelling ourselves into the finals after a great away win. And Craigie was certainly very appreciative. I remember in the Monday meeting after the game, he mentioned something to the boys about you know, how many guys would be able to sort of put up with that situation and get themselves through and be able to put in a performance that was going to help the team. So I think he was certainly very appreciative.
Apart from the players and umpires, the person closest to the action is the stills photographer. The advertiser Sarah Reid has a unique view of the game, but she's under pressure to be in the right place at the right time to get the best shot. Sarah's images capture the moments that fans remember forever.
The best part of my job would probably be getting to work outside, the people I get to meet, and obviously I get the best seat at all the best sporting events. During the week I could probably take up to 1,000 images, including, you know, there's probably about 300, 350 at a game from that, so I would probably submit from a game maybe 50 images. There's a lot of wastage from what goes in, but I'd probably get, you know, dozen or so pictures in a week. One of my favourite photos is Patrick Dangerfield at Under Lights. It was the first game at Adelaide Oval under lights. I like doing these kind of pictures because I have a little bit more control. Action and matches are fantastic, but it's a big oval, big playing arena, and you know, you're in the lap of the gods. What happens is a bit of a pigeon shoot, whether you get a good image or not.
Dangerfield to pick on the run, gives it up, slam forward.
One of my favourite photos is Brad Crouch celebrating after one of the showdown matches last year. I honestly thought he was going to dislocate his jaw. I've never seen anyone celebrate quite that well in my life. It was particularly good because obviously the opposition player was on the ground looking at the goal that he had just kicked, so it worked very well, but the celebration was unique. The third one is obviously of Patrick Dangerfield breaking through to Port Adelaide players. I like that because it just sort of, I finally managed to capture a little bit of his speed and his power, which is hard to do in a still photo. It's very easy to show it on TV in motion, but when you're trying to capture that essence in just one image, it's not easy. We're very quick in getting images back to the office these days. No film anymore, it's all digital, so as soon as I take those pictures, it's straight to the laptop, file those images, and they're back in the office within minutes. Turnaround time could be probably less than 10 minutes. Every time you go out with a camera, you could be creating something that is talked about for weeks, days, years, so it's important.
Now, don't forget the Crows 3-game memberships, a great way to see the action and be part of the club at an affordable price. Jump on the website 19thman.com.au or call the club on 8440 6666 for more details.